So the other day, one of my viewers said that they wanted to know how to build very realistically. And although I'm only an amateur to a mid-level pro builder, I do want to say this. No matter how many tutorials you watch, it will take some practice. But with that out of the way, I think this tutorial will definitely help you because these are kind of the tips that I have come up with. Or actually, they're not really tips, but they're more like rules to building. Or at least in Minecraft, that is. And yeah, pretty much everything I've ever learned about building I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, tip 1, and this one is all about texturing. And for this one, I'm going to be using stone. Now, if you've ever had a build and it's just, you know, a stone wall and like, you know, for say a castle, right? You don't want to just have a bunch of cobblestone. You actually want to texture it like using other materials of similar color palettes, because that way it tends to make it look a little bit more realistic, because then in the real world there's not going to be just one solid color or one solid texture inside of the wall. And so by adding other different materials to it, it makes it look more realistic. Now even with just this, it looks better than the original plain stone palette because it just looks far more textured. Now you don't have to do it in the exact way that I did it, but if you are messing with a stone wall, this is the way to do it with 3 or 2 other textures. Now this can be replicated with a bunch of other walls as shown on the screen right now. But the stone wall is kind of the basic one. Now for the second tip, this is going to be pretty simple. Usually when people build, they just simply put their wooden pillars right directly connected to the main wall. No, stop doing that. Okay? Listen to me. You always want to place your pillars 1 block outside of the original wall. And the reason why is simple. It's because it gives it more texture. Or in general, a better look. Because come on, this looks a lot better than that. Now for my third tip, it's just adding simple detail. So adding simple like stairs on the outside of wooden blocks like this, or even adding stairs on the inside of this will make this look far more, say, realistic, or just in general more welcoming to the eye. And really, you never want to go too long without detailing your builds, because even though in my previous builds on this channel I haven't really detailed much, there is a reason why, and that's because those builds are massive and I'm a bit lazy. But if you're going to build a wall like this, use detail. Place leaves, make it look more better. Don't settle for less, okay? Never settle for less when you're building, because if it looks good to you, it generally looks good to other people. And if it doesn't look too good to them, then they just have bad taste. Or, you know, you're just bad at building. It's one or the other. And now let me repeat this for 2 to 3 walls. And oh yeah, I just want to let you know, with these, it doesn't have to be exactly the same pattern. Just any pattern of stone will work. You just want to be creative, okay? That's actually one of the major tips. Whenever you build, be creative. Don't be set in stone. If you see something online, sure, that's what you're guiding off of, but it's not 100% what's going to end up being created. And keep trying. Never give up. And there we go. I just finished this side of the wall, and I think that it looks pretty nice. Especially because I actually did input some of my own creativity to it, just because I didn't want this wall to look exactly the same as this wall. They always have to be different. You don't ever want 2 walls to be exactly the same. And also, Haven XD, right? I believe in you. Good luck with building your villa. And yeah, these are the tips I have to offer you. Just be creative, never give up, add texturing, add detail. And if it looks weird, either don't do it or find something else different to do, okay? Because let's just say this, because it kind of does look awkward, right? I don't like it. I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to add, you know, something different. That looks weird too. Oh, also, never underestimate the power of trapdoors, okay? Trapdoors always look good in most medieval looking builds. And since you're building a modern day villa, I'm not well versed in modern builds, but yeah, I just suggest using different forms of quartz, or even combining quartz with diorite, because diorite honestly does not look bad in my opinion. I just think that, you know, some of it is rough looking, and that's my honest take on it. And now don't make everything like overly diorite, because diorite again does look a little bit dirtier than quartz, but I feel like you could input some diorite somewhere inside of your build. And also, modern builds very oftenly use some sort of spruce or some sort of leaves on the outside that look like vines. And again, I hope this helped Haven XD, or Heaven XD, that is my bad. But again, I hope this helped. And to everyone else, if you did enjoy the video, and if this did help you to build something of your own creative desire, then make sure to like, subscribe. I do building videos every week, and if you guys want, make sure to comment down below what you guys want me to do. I could do another universal building tutorial, or I could do something else, like building a temple from the Aztec era, or building Big Ben. And if you comment Big Ben, I might actually build it, because I do want to build something like that. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.